Hi, my name's Phil. I'd like to come out politics and a bit of a Reform UK sandwich here. I started off the day talking about them, I'm going to finish it. Although I'm not going to be discussing Reform UK directly, but the party which does not yet exist to challenge it, because it would appear that the far right doesn't think it's quite divided enough and wants to split their vote even further. There's talk that Elon Musk has expressed an interest in backing a new populist party to challenge Reform UK, because Nigel Farage is too woke or something. But first, for daily political commentary, please hit the subscribe button to stay notified. So yeah, first of all, Elon Musk hinted at the possibility of donating as much as $100 million to Reform UK in order to piss off Keir Starmer, who was enraging the richest drug addict in the world by studiously ignoring his taunts last year. Speaking of which, I've not really seen much venom from Musk fired Starmer's way recently. Is that because he stands to get some business from the moves towards AI development in the UK, or just because he's on good terms with Trump for now? But either way, it's not just the Labour government that Musk is dissatisfied with, as he seeks to use his financial muscle to reshape politics in Europe. In January, he famously attacked Farage for not having what it takes to lead after Reform UK vocally denounced little Tommy Robinson. During the spat, which seemed to fizzle out eventually, Musk seemed to approve of the idea of Rupert Lowe replacing Farage. Now, Lowe, despite not being especially well known to the public, is basically the extremist of the party in terms of rhetoric. Like, think about Labour and the Conservatives, like whatever their position happens to be at any particular time. There are MPs in both parties who take a way more extreme line. Well, Rupert Lowe filled that role for Reform UK. He seemed to have the attitude of, well, so what exactly was the problem with the way the National Front conducted themselves then? This is not to say that Lowe is more extreme than Farage. I have no idea, just that his rhetoric is. I suppose a bust-up was probably inevitable in hindsight. Lowe is absolutely correct that Reform UK cannot grow if Farage tries to control every decision made, that he needs to delegate. But Farage is also correct to moderate the stated position of the party in order to build up broader support, which you need in a first-past-the-post system. His reluctance to relinquish any level of control is probably born of his experiences of running UKIP, where constant infighting must have been like herding cats. But anyway, Lowe has been excommunicated, and Ben Habib, another exile from the party, has swooped in to add credence to this idea of forming a brand new populist party. One that won't be too woke, one that will take the most unrealistically insane of lines on everything from immigration to net zero. I wonder what they'll call themselves. The Real Reform Party? The No Nigels Party? Knuckle Draggers UK? Or maybe they should leave out the UK this time, because they clearly have no interest in the wider country, just little pockets of Little England. Now, nobody has said such a party is definitely going to form. However, Ben Habib has publicly sounded positive about the idea. I mean, he's politically homeless at the moment anyway, so any port in a storm for him, I guess. Rupert Lowe, according to the Financial Times, however, is also potentially in talks with other Reform exiles about forming a new group. Now, as an MP, the party would instantly have parliamentary representation. Actually, another little tidbit in this article. So I talked recently about how Reform UK had just adopted a policy, I think it was a few weeks ago, a policy to punish the use of solar and battery storage, for example. All fits with their anti-net zero ignorance, of course. But I said at the time, a little bit embarrassing because Rupert Lowe is very into his solar and battery storage systems. Well, it seems that Farage adopted the policy specifically to piss off Lowe. So if true, they've been needling each other for a while, probably since Musk threw Farage under the bus in January. So if Elon Musk is in the market for donating to any political party in the UK, and that remains to be seen, he may think that supporting them on Twitter is enough, for example. But if he does start writing some cheques, you can certainly see the appeal for him to really shake the system up by backing the most extreme of the available options, even though it could well have the reverse effect of shaking anything up. But if this new party is to take shape, it must surely have financial backing from somewhere. Otherwise, it will just end up like, Lawrence Fox's Reclaim Party. And the far right are already stretched, surely. Like, some are donating to the Conservatives because, well, those are the ones who are going to win the most seats. Some have shifted donations to Reform UK, maybe because they think that they could get the most seats, or possibly just to infect the Tories and permanently change their nature, like in Canada. Are there really many left who will also put major backing behind a fascist startup? I mean, part of the strength of Reform UK was Nigel Farage being a charismatic leader. I don't see either Ben Habib or Rupert Lowe really competing with that. Still, if they want to give it a shot and try to skim off some of the crazy vote while Farage and Badenoch fight over the rest of the right wing, I can see some electoral advantages. But I still wouldn't be comfortable with the money coming from Musk, even if intended to divide the far right into squabbling trolls. And if Musk doesn't feel like chucking money away, I struggle to see how the project really gets off the ground. It's going to need money, it's going to need organisation, and it's going to need personalities. And I'm not seeing too much evidence that it's got any of those things right now. Still, we can wait and see. But there we are. Those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, please click the like button and subscribe for further content. If you'd like to support the channel further, click the join button for memberships. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later.